These plants had a time last night. They had a time last night. This hemp roselle is lean all over. But y'all see, oop, I'm tearing it off. Y'all see it's flowering now. The white one been flowering too. Ain't no flowers open on it today. But it done had about 3 or 4 for it to open up. Look at that. I wonder what'll happen if I was to take pollen from this and put it on the white, and then pollen from the white and put it on this. I wonder would I get a pink one or a striped one. I don't know. The red genes may just take over. Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes certain genetics are so strong. Oh, that's a lizard. Okay, because I was trying to get from over here. Anyway, y'all probably say you don't need to pollinate them. Let me tell y'all something right quick. When it come to do you have to pollinate these? No. Will you get calyxes even if you don't pollinate them? Yes. Even if they don't get pollinated, they still will make calyxes. What I have found to be the case, though, this one is malformed. This one doesn't even hardly have any pollen on it. But I've got pollen from another flower. I don't know if y'all can see that. See how you know pollen on that side? Now let me show you how it normally looks. See all those little pollen things on there? And that little sticky end, that's where you want to get the pollen on, the pollinated. It's similar to an okra. Okra is the same way. It looks a little different. It has pollen around the edges, and that little sticky end is where you want to get the pollen. Now, like I said, do you have to pollinate hibiscus or okra? No, you don't have to. It's still gonna make the pods for you. But what I have noticed, especially with okra and a little bit with hibiscus, I've noticed it, is I have noticed that if I do not, and I don't hand pollinate all of these, let me say that, because I know what some people going to say, oh, that's too much work. It's too many flowers. It's this, it's that in the field. Yeah. But I don't hand pollinate all these. I come out here some mornings, like this morning is one of them, and I'll pollinate. I ain't gonna lie, the white ones, I've been making sure I watch really closely, and I have been pollinating those. Without a shadow of a doubt, I've been pollinating the white ones. Now let me tell you why. In my experience, I found, especially with this roselle, if you do not have a lot of bees, or you have not seen a lot of bees, in my case, y'all, I'm not seeing any bees. So if you've been seeing bees, this don't apply to you, because the bees probably been doing it for you. So you ain't had to worry about it. But for me, I just started seeing bees, and even then, I'm not seeing a ton. We got rain yesterday. Usually when we get heavy rain like that, it's funny, I don't see no bees the next day. Maybe this evening I may see some, but like this morning, I can almost guarantee I ain't gonna see none. I did see bees yesterday on these cayennes, and on these peppers over here, and on my tomatoes. But if you have not been seeing bees, y'all, please pollinate your stuff if you plan on saving the seeds, which you should be saving seeds. If you're not saving seeds, I don't know what to tell you. I found that when you don't pollinate them, especially in the okra, at least for me, you don't pollinate them, they will still make a pod. Do not think that they won't. They will still make a pod. But when you save those seeds, the seeds are not as viable as they usually would be. Versus I've tested against stuff that I've pollinated and stuff that I have not pollinated. And almost on every occasion, the ones that I pollinated, the seed viability was twice as good as what it was if I did not, was twice as good as if I did not pollinate. I find that to be interesting, because it's not, in my experience, it's not like that on peppers or nothing like that. I found that to be the case. The roselle is a worse offender. One time I didn't pollinate anything. I really didn't have any bees. I got plenty of calyxes, but those seeds that I got out of there, they were not, those seeds just were not kill this baby harlequin bug. I've been coming in here. This stuff has been growing real good, but it's been some baby harlequin. I must have missed a little egg thing and they hatched out, but I've been killing them suckers while they're still itty bitty. But anyway, yeah, I found that to be the case when it comes to that. So if you haven't been seeing any bees, like I'm saying, you don't have to pollinate a bunch of the flowers, because let me try to show y'all. But you may want to pollinate some, and the ones you pollinate, mark those. And then when you cut them off, you can mark them real simple. The way I would try to mark these is, see where that little stem is? Put a zip tie around it. Not so tight that you choke it off, but put a zip tie around it. And then when you harvest it, you can get your zip tie back and you'll know, okay, that's the calyx. That's the flower I pollinated. Like, for instance, if I pollinated this one, I would wait and I'd put a zip tie, a piece of string, or whatever, just something you could kind of put around there to let you know this one right here is the one. Because, see, this is a nice big one. I know I pollinated that one. Look at that little bitty baby lizard. Look at it. It's lizards everywhere out here. But anyway, just kind of keep that in mind, that if you go ahead and pollinate them, because one of these will give you 20 seeds, 15, 20 seeds in one thing. And like I said, you don't want to be setting up collecting all those seeds. And oh my God, I've never seen one that small. I'm gonna try to see, can I get him on there? Hopefully I can. Y'all see him? I've never seen one that small. Oh, it's so cute. He's like half an inch long, really, honestly. I've only seen him about an inch. That's the smallest I've ever seen him. Anyway, it's baby lizards out here everywhere, y'all. But yeah, one calyx. So you don't have to pollinate a bunch of them. So don't think it's a bunch of work. And like I said, I'm saying this if you haven't been seeing bees. If you pollinate 2 or 3 of these, that should be enough seeds. If you're not or one, if you're not gonna share seeds with nobody. But you don't want to come out here and you think all your seeds and stuff is viable and stuff, and you go to planting, and then your stuff don't come up, or the plants that come up ain't worth a lick. These plants you see here are from seeds that I saved. But who threw all this up in here though? Or did the wind do that? The wind probably did that. Ooh, the wind is disrespectful. I pulled all that grass. Damn, how many times did y'all go? I don't know what the poster lady done come. Now see, I'm getting just like my granny, old. You know when the mail's supposed to run, it's a damn schedule. That woman just come through here and drop mail at my house, and then she circling her ass back through. Ma'am, what are you doing? Because this ain't the way you usually run that route. But child, don't get me started on that. It's always something. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that. And the same thing with my okra. I try to pollinate at least some of my okra, because I done had okra before. I didn't pollinate it. And you plant those seeds, and on every seed come up. I don't need no special water. I just need a little water. I think I saw some harlequin bugs over here. But child, that poster woman and the worms done showed back up. I'm gonna have to break my BT out. They sprayed for mosquitoes last night. They sprayed for mosquitoes. I thought I saw some harlequin bugs, but I guess not. I'm gonna tear off these bottom leaves. Y'all, let me help you. If your plants are already growing, I got a little white fly in here, and I don't normally have white fly. I'm gonna put an end to that though. Tear off some of your bottom leaves to encourage, especially if they old and tattered. Like some of these leaves. Some of these holes is from the pine straw. The pine straw falls like harpoons, and it'll just harpoon your stuff. And then it don't help that the squirrels build their nests and things. And I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna throw this cup in the garbage, cause this doggone cup tore up any damn way. Y'all see the flower there? But y'all can see let me show y'all. I know Shay said she wanted to see that white roselle. Can y'all see it? It's green, but it's like a real pale. It's got a whitish to it. Y'all I got to be careful how I step them. In between them, what you call me, vine, Lady Cream Pea vines. I let them vine on the ground down there. Look here. It cool off a little bit. Look at all them peas on there. It's aphids on there too. Y'all know me, I don't care about the aphids. It's still gonna make peas. Look at that callaloo. I'm gonna save seeds from this one. I'm not saving seeds from now another callaloo. Because that in other people from the city blowing and carrying on. Anyway, any other callaloo. This one, they ain't eating up like they eating up the others. They eating them others up like hell. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's genetic or what. But whatever plants that are the strongest, the pests leave them alone, etc., etc., etc. That's where you need to pull your seeds from. Yeah, the wind had a time last night. Because these tomatoes, I'm going to strap these suckers. I've been strapping them as they go up. I've been strapping them on. But see what I'm talking about? Can y'all see those tomatoes in there? Let me go over. Let me show you this here. I mean the ground cherry. Is it loaded? Is it loaded? I'm asking y'all, is it loaded? Loaded down. Something else I want to show y'all I noticed yesterday. And I'm going to have to get out here and eat probably today. Y'all got to get out here today. Today going to be the best day to do it because I'm going to show you. Because that wind, this is why I'm going to show you why you want to get, really you want to have your supports up before you even put especially like tomatoes, before you put them in. Callaloo and stuff is a little stronger. But look here. Now remember those grocery store experiments I told you? Them over there ain't getting this big. Let me show you. This here I already read. Once it get red like this here, as big as that sucker gonna get. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at her. Can y'all tell this one here gonna be even bigger? That's the same. So when I say hybrid seeds, you don't know what you're gonna get. That's what, because I talked about this before. The taste on this is the same, but this isn't the size of the tomatoes that I bought from the store. The size of the tomatoes I bought from the store was about twice this size, okay? So when you say hybrid, or when you hear people say, oh, you can't grow out hybrid seeds or whatever, that's a lie. You grow out whatever you want to grow out. Thing is, you don't know what you're going to get. Now, this is the thing. Look like these may be closer to the size that I was getting, but I don't know what they're going to taste like. See what I'm saying? But we're going to find out. Happy experiment. If we get tomatoes that are edible, in my opinion, I count that as a win. The temps and the weather and stuff has been such that the tomatoes are putting on a hell of a lot of blossoms. And the blossoms are taken, which I'm happy to see. I want to show you this here. The pepper. Look at how that wind kind of blew. But the pepper. I'm gonna come over here and show you. I know that wind had a time with this. This sucker, you can lift up on the plant and just tell the weight. Look at that. Look at those peppers. This the biggest one. Them suckers they heavy too. They heavy. I don't want to break the plant. I just want to, he leaning, he taking out other stuff. But look, peppers down. This one here, I think I saw, yeah. It's starting to make peppers there. See the little, I don't know what this is. Volunteer. That little short one over here, I don't know what it is either. Some of these peppers, like that real short one, I'm tempted. I think that was my one Cubanelle. I'm tempted to dig it up if it get too cold and give it a chance if it don't make no peppers, cause I don't have no more Cubanelle seeds. I don't want to buy no Cubanelle seeds. I'll plant it in the greenhouse. and let it grow over the winter, or I'll do something like that. This ground cherry working my nerves out in the aisle like this, but y'all know every year my aisle just about to close up. That ain't nothing new. Every year this arroz con pollo is showing out. Showing up, showing out. This is a beautiful, beautiful. Where the sun, y'all look at that. So this is the underside of the stem. See how it's green? Look at where the sun hit the stem. See how it's green and purple? That's a beautiful plant. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't know of any other pepper. I haven't grown any other pepper that does that. That does that turn, this is where the stem turns purple like that in the sunlight, as a reaction to the sunlight. I don't even know why it does that. I just know it's pretty. But y'all, this is what we looking like in it's the end of September, y'all. This weekend will be the 20th. So today it's the Wednesday. So 19, 18, 17. Today the 17th. So this is what we looking like. This is the biggest turmeric. I don't never dig this turmeric up. I usually leave it. The cayenne, every day it puts on. If you want a prolific pepper, cayennes ain't gonna play. If y'all think I'm lying, y'all go look at David Corey where he had showed his cayenne. His bushes are way bigger than mine, but he planted his way before I did. Y'all know I got these plants from somebody. And I'm gonna pay attention to this here, because look, do this look like the same plant? It don't to me. Look at those leaves. And I don't think that's a health issue because they're planted so well together. What I mean is, I don't think this plant is that much healthier than that plant, that it looks that much different. I think this is a different strain of peppers. Now the flowers look the same. We'll see when it continues to grow out, what grows out. But look at that. And those were marked. The lady got them from a nursery. Those were marked as cayenne. You can see it on here, the pots. I planted them. And then they told you when they planted it too. They planted the seeds 2/6/25, and then I think they up potted 3/8/25. And she didn't give them to me until, let me read. Long red cayenne, long red cayenne, long red cayenne. But understand this too though, sometimes you see your pepper seeds, it depends on how they grown. Like for instance, when I grow stuff this close, when I give y'all seeds, it's stuff that I have hand pollinated myself and isolated. I don't talk about that much, but if you want to know about that, I'll let you know. But that's not to guarantee you're going to get exactly, but it's to guarantee that you're going to get real close to what you're supposed to get. For instance, all of these sweet tarts you see here, I didn't hand pollinate none of them because I already got enough seeds for them. So I don't plan on, I may save some seeds, but I don't plan on saving all this amount of seeds. But I did not hand pollinate none of them. So they may be crossed with these. See how close these are? They may be crossed with the cayennes. See how close they are? They may be crossed with the La Rouge, because look at how close all this stuff is. That's what you have to worry about when it comes to peppers. Don't cross as readily as some stuff because of the way the flower is made and the way the pollen is. But if you had any bees, and I've seen bees going backwards and forwards in between this within the last week, I think is when I started seeing the bees. Now before then, it may just be, they may be pretty not crossed. But like I said, just like those Spicy Jane, I've never saved seeds from those. I isolated and saved seeds from those. It's 18 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the results of them I fertilized. So this stuff is looking better, but I did want to show you some plants just want to grow. These were the bleached out leaves where it wasn't getting enough food. Look at that. This is the bleached out leaf here. And look. So it's trying. It's trying. The celosia is coming in. And that's a get stuff tomato, and then too the low peppers. These low peppers was volunteers. Them get stuff tomatoes, they may not do jack squat. If they don't, it's okay. But yeah, y'all, yesterday we got some rain out of nowhere. I was sitting up in there, and then it started sounding like, on the Wizard of Oz, when that tornado came and took Dorothy's house, and Dorothy's house was going through up in there. That's what it sounded like outside. Then I heard a thunderclap. Y'all know I'm gonna collect some of these. I got a few. I got to get them for the birds. The birds been wearing them out. But anyway, then I heard a thunderclap. Shucks. I had some stuff on the clothesline. When I tell you I was hightailing it out of that house trying to get to that clothesline. I want my stuff to get back wet again. I'm really just running through the cucumbers I let die. I'm gonna let this turn yellow and see if it give me some seeds, but I really got plenty of seeds. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna have to hurry up back here because these mosquitoes bad. It's a cloud. Let me hurry up and talk faster. So I pinched the top out of this. Can y'all see that where I pinched the top out? Look here. See, it gave me a branch. It was tall enough for me. I wasn't studying that. I also pinched the top out of this one too. I don't know if y'all can see that little brown spot. This one hadn't pushed a new branch yet, but it probably will. I think this is where 4 o'clock seed fell. It is, because you see the cotyledons on there. So I see what they mean by them 4 o'clocks be spreading. I hear you, Spinks. Spinks told me. But now that I see how they make the seeds and how the seeds just readily fall out. They literally just be sitting in there ready to fall out. This stuff over here is looking good. Oh, Lord have mercy. You can't even hardly survey your stuff because you have to be fanning and carrying on. But anyway, everything over there is looking all right. I'm gonna show y'all this here over here, what I had. I ain't mean to leave that out in the witch comment, but it's okay. This is my mullein. Thank you, Go Grow. Look here. These were some old mullein seeds that I planted way before. They took months and months to come up. Her seeds were so fresh, they come up right then. Just 2 tomatoes. I got to get them out of there and put them somewhere. Okay. Let me get over here. So the indigo is looking good. The indigo didn't droop. It didn't do nothing. It just sit up here and look pretty. So I did this on the live, y'all. And then my oregano. Oh! Child, that little stuff so brittle. Let me not try to pick up on that no more. Fool around and dump all my stuff out on the ground. But, that's the oregano. That's oregano. All that's oregano too. And then I left the purslane in there. I may scatter that purslane through the garden. Purslane good for you. Y'all got omega-3s in it. Stuff like that. Them cowpeas probably really like that rain. It rained about 20 minutes. Real hard. But I'm just surveying. I got to be vigilant down and through here, cause these mosquitoes real bad by these fruit trees. That's Gabonese sorrel. I'm gonna taste that stuff. I ain't tasted that yet. I'm gonna taste that Gabonese sorrel from Gabon. And then the figs about ready to go to sleep, but they ain't sleepy. They still out here. This one I saw look like it was trying to, right here look like it's gonna try to put on a cotton. This is my biggest cotton plant right here. But it hadn't made no flowers, ain't that something? The other 2 smaller ones had made flowers. And then the pigeon peas, they do just like any other pea. It make a flower, and then the pea come out of there right behind it. That's the way it do, just like any other. So that's in the legume family. I'm telling y'all, pay attention. A lot of times you can tell what's in the legume family by how it flowers and how it flowers and how it sets fruit and things like that. Also by the way the leaves look. Golly, it's a lot of cobwebs. Damn, the mosquito just tearing me up, boy. Woo! I'm finna get on though. But I wanted to show y'all. These mosquitoes bad after this rain like this, huh?